Hey guys, it's the Lifestream crew again, here to talk about the upcoming E3 Square Enix event. Man, it's hard to believe it's already been 3 years since the game was announced. Actually, no, it's very easy to believe. So it's no surprise that everyone is looking at Square Enix's E3 stream on June 11th with a lot of anticipation. In fact, here are 5 reasons we think you should watch the Square Enix showcase with us. Please, bear in mind that this is only a collection of news and information, and we have no idea if Square Enix will show the Final Fantasy VII Remake at E3 this year. But, with that said... Number 1. In a quarterly conference call for investors, Matsuda had this to say. Development efforts for major titles are underway at both our overseas and domestic studios. We will be making announcements about the release dates of those titles between the end of financial year 2018, quarter 3, and E3, which essentially means that the window has been open for news since last April. So far, news has been super scarce, meaning the closer we get to E3, the more likely the news could be at E3. What that news is, we can only speculate, but fingers crossed. Number 2. Back in February of this year, Square Enix held a private event at the Farewell's Gallery show in Japan. During this private event, development leader Naoki Hamaguchi had some promising words for fans. Hamaguchi goes on after Nomura leaves to comment on the long drought of info since the first trailers and apologizes. He goes on to say that the project has moved completely in-house and is once again progressing very smoothly. At the current point, they're at the stage where they're basically cramming a bunch of stuff into the game, but once they hit the stage of polishing up the look of things and can deliver something with sufficiently high quality, they will be releasing new footage. He anticipates that this will be in the near future due to how smoothly things are progressing. Near future, just let that sink in, guys. Thanks to Hyun for this translation. Number 3. Earlier in May, Square Enix put up an official countdown timer on their website. This is the first time since 2015 that Square has made a point of actively encouraging people to keep an eye on what they're going to present at E3, with past years being mostly absent or focusing on Western studio projects. In 2015, Square used a rather suspicious hype video to draw attention a short while before E3, but nobody had any idea just how big a ride we were in for that year. Even bigger surprises could be just around the corner. It's also worth noticing that the background images presented in all of Square's hype marketing for E3 has been pretty interesting. Many have looked at this background and drawn comparisons to the beat-up texture of Cloud's iconic Buster Sword, especially in the original E3 teaser trailer. With all the focus on Kingdom Hearts, it's a little suspect to have promotional material that puts our focus on an entirely different design aesthetic. Number 4. Let's get down to one of the biggest things. This time, Square Enix is actively producing material at an E3 show, albeit in the form of a video that will be streamed to audiences rather than a live event. This year, they have the biggest space that they've ever had on one E3 show floor, and this is the first time since the remake was announced that they are actively getting involved in the festivities of E3, rather than just being a player in other publisher segments. Number 5. May 28th, Square Enix updated their recruitment page with an image of a developer at a workstation, showing off what is a blurry but clearly identifiable screenshot of Cloud facing off against Airbuster. A never-before-seen image? This close to E3? What do you think? To quote Square Enix's own views way back when this all started, "The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings, for they are coming back. How soon, we wonder?"